joy. And I know it's been a while, and I'm sorry, I didn't mean to worry anybody, but I had some stuff go down. So we are going to talk about it. But before we do, I want you guys to know I am officially coming back, but not yet to this channel. So if you want to see me every day, and I have big, huge surprises and announcements, I'm so excited. Make sure and go to Katie's Insight. I'll probably be changing the name of that soon, but I'll have links in the description. I'll have links up here. That's where I'm going back to. I have a very big surprise, and I hope you guys want to be a part of it. So if you want to see me every single day, please go subscribe to Katie's Insight and click the notification bell. Also, go check out the videos. I'll be uploading videos. If you want to see, I'm going to upload one more video to kind of go over the surprise a little more. You can see it right over there. So that's what you can do. I would love to have you guys over, and anything you do helps kind of jumpstarts that channel, because that channel is dead. But what happened? I disappeared. Where have I gone? What is going on? I'm going to go over everything, and I'll just let you guys know this is one of the last big sit and chill videos we're going to have for a while, because I am going to be doing something great. I hope it's great. I'm amazing, guys, but I had to go through HELL and wasn't sure if I was going to get through it. I had to face my two biggest fears, which are antibiotics and surgery. Might not be a big deal for you, but for me and my conditions, that is life-ending. So what happened? You guys know my story, so you probably already know it was health-related, and it was. I'm going to try to go over this as briefly as possible, because there's so much to go over in the last 6 or 8 months as to what's happened. But you guys know, brief overview, 2020, I came back to YouTube doing stimulus. I did well, falling out with the company, federal lawsuit, not really good. And then I tried to restart a stimulus channel and a finance channel, but it's so much work, 3 videos a day. And it was a topic that was now starting to phase out. And I had to research all the time. And my health went out, my vision went out. So I had to stop. And then I came back to this channel because I thought, all right, well, I need to do something where I don't have to read all the time and take in information. Maybe I can just kind of do contemporary topics. I hate the drama stuff, but I know it's what it falls into. Maybe I can try to give a fair and balanced perspective. The problem is that world is not fair and balanced, and it's just full of bullies trying to make money and trying to ruin people's businesses. And I didn't like what I was doing, and I didn't like who I was becoming. That is the truth of it. I do not like that side of the internet, and I've gone back to it, and when I first started, I didn't understand what I was getting into. My fault. I was naive. I can give myself, I don't want to say give myself a pass, but, I have more understanding. But then sometimes in life, we're just kind of given, you have to pick between a turd and a turd, right? And which one's going to make you less money. So I decided I have to step back from this, and it's just not good for your mental health. It's not who I want to be. It's not who I want to be. We'll get into that a little bit later. So then I went to TikTok, and I was so excited because TikTok, I did over 100,000 followers in 2 months. Oh my goodness. I loved every second of it. And then I disappeared. So what happened? So couple things. We've had a few deaths. There was a year time where we had 4 deaths between me and Rumi. Not at all fun. My dog, I think you guys know Macy Maybell, she passed away in April. She was old. We knew it was coming, but it was still really hard. And right around that time, I started to get a lot of abdominal bloating. I started having a lot of water retention again, liver issues, and then I just started having a ton of pain in my abdomen. And then parts of my gums turned black and started bleeding. I mean black. I've never seen anything like that. And guys, I'm somebody who's really diligent on my oral hygiene, because who can afford a dentist? So I was like, what is happening? So I went to the doctor, and a few things. So the first things we did, they said, let's get you on antibiotics. Well, antibiotics for my conditions are life-ending. What do I do? So we got me on something called Xifaxan. Xifaxan is supposed to help gut issues when it comes to antibiotics. And another thing, if you guys might have seen this in some of the videos, if my face looked weird or off symmetry or more puffy than normal, thing on my neck, the tumor that's never fully gone away started to get inflamed. A lot of weird stuff started happening. And another thing, I started having pain in my legs so bad I couldn't walk. And that started coming on slowly over about a 4-month period. And it felt like leg cramps, but it wasn't muscle, and nobody knew what was happening. And it got to where I could barely walk. And then I got to the point where I could barely walk because of all the stuff going on in my body. It got very scary. So I had to take antibiotics. You're supposed to take 1,000 milligrams of this stuff 3 times a day. I reacted too badly to it. I couldn't do it, so I took one pill, like 300 milligrams. And I did that on and off for 6 months of antibiotics, back and forth and back and forth. And so when I went to the doctor, we did a CT scan with contrast, which I was very scared of because I've had reactions to that before when they put the dye in you. And to make a long story short, we couldn't find anything with my gut, but we did find something on my left ovary. We saw cysts on my right ovary, not that big a deal. Women get cysts. But there was something sizable enough. It was like 4 centimeters by 4 by something. And anything, I think it's over 3, or there's certain limits in there where it's kind of cause for concern. And so in between that, and this is what's really weird because this, getting all these tests, it took a couple months. I started having really bad pelvic pain and started being late on my menstrual cycle, which is not like me because I'm typically early and I'm not active in that area. It's not like I could be pregnant. So what is happening? And the pain was so bad, I'd be doubled over and like couldn't breathe. It's like, oh, it hurts to breathe. What is happening? So the doctor talked to me and said, we need to make sure this isn't cancerous. So we're sending you to gynecology oncology. They're probably going to want to remove things. Do you want kids? Because they might just want to do a hysterectomy. It's probably better. So just be prepared. You might come out of this not having kids. And I'm 37. I got chronic issues health-wise, and I've got no help with my family. So I'm not disillusioned, and I've just been through too much with a lot of people and abuse. I probably won't have kids, and I've kind of reconciled that, but to not have the ability, right, to be faced with that was scary. And my doctor's thought process was, well, if we can't figure out why you're having chronic fevers and infections, maybe this, whatever's going on in my lady bits, this is what it has to do with. And then she said, we need to do the colonoscopy endoscopy. We can't really go much further. And so those two things, between the antibiotics and then the colonoscopy endoscopy I'd have to go under for, and a surgery I'd have to go under for, I'm facing not being on the planet because of my conditions. So at the very beginning of this, I hired somebody. I just kind of, even though I wasn't making money, I'm like, let's get into savings. And I hired somebody to help me with spirituality and mental health. And person was a lifesaver. And they had nervous system issues. They had chronic health issues. So they totally understand my situation. And it's not that my issues are physical and they are real, but it's about doing everything you can mentally to keep yourself calm, to support your body through the process. So we started getting me a routine in the morning. And here was the routine. I did about 4 to 5 hours every single morning. Like by the time my routine was over, half the day is gone, of prayer, meditative, health work, mantra work. Here's how it went. I'd lay in bed for an hour and a half. It took an hour and a half. And I would do prayer and meditation. So I typically would start out with, thank you so much, Creator. I call it Creator, whatever you want to call God, Spirit, Source, whatever, for all the wonderful, amazing, beautiful gifts you've given me. Thank you for everything you've done for me and those in my life, and how you've helped all of us. And then I kind of do this thing where I say, please continue to help me become my best and highest self on my best and highest path. Please help show me what I need to see, show me who I need to be, show me what I need to do to become the person I'm supposed to become. Give me the tools I need to become the person I'm supposed to be, and please continue to put those people into my life and into my path who are only here for my best and highest good as I am theirs. People with kind, loving, pure hearts. People who uplift me as I uplift them and bring out my best and highest self as I bring out theirs. Please help me do this so that I can become a divine instrument of your love, light, and will, and we can make the best, most highest possible changes and do the best, most highest possible good and spread the best, most highest possible love in whatever way, shape, or form you seem fit and whatever you feel is appropriate. I literally have this memorized because I do this on repeat all the time in my head. And then I go into asking for what I want. And for me, I'm not wanting, would I like money? Sure. I'm good at manifesting money, even when I'm from bed, right? I'm good at manifesting opportunities. So most of the time, most of that was spent on my body. So I would go through all the systems of my body. So the first one is I check out my body. And so I'd say something like, Creator, I have a favor to ask you. Please help me so that my body is 100% healthy, 100% healed, works 100% perfectly to all things, all times, all situations, all circumstances. And my body only has calm, healthy, positive reactions to all things, all times, all situations, all circumstances. And then I reaffirm, thank you, Creator, so much for giving me the gift and blessing of, being 100% healthy, 100%. So then I say it as though it's real. And then I'll lay in bed between 1 to 200 times. As I'm doing this, I lay there and I get in a very meditative alpha state. And so I tell myself, my body's 100% healthy and healed. My body's 100% healthy and healed. My body's 100% healthy and healed. Over and over. And I count it out on my hands. And I do it 1 to 200 times, sometimes more. Boom, go on to the next one. So then I have another favor to ask you. Please help me so that my heart, cardiovascular system, circulatory system is 100% healthy, 100% healed, works 100% perfectly. Do the same thing. Then we go on to the respiratory system. We go on to the immune system, the lymphatic system, the endocrine system, the hormone system, the digestive system, the reproductive system, and then anything that I have issues with, right? So my ovaries, I was doing, my stomach, my liver, was going over different organs. And by the time that was all done, then I did about 10 minutes of basically I've asked for $500,000 to $1 million by the end of 2021 or better. That one came later because I was really just focused on health. I also focused on the weight goals I want to attain. My weight has been very, very difficult through all of this. We'll talk about that at the end because I just can't lose weight with the chronic inflammation and the issues going on. I've stalled. It's back and forth between the same 10 pounds. It's very frustrating, but it's okay. And then just that's really it. And then I did that for an hour and a half, and then I would go outside for sunlight therapy for about an hour and a half. I would do Wim Hof breathing meditation or breathing techniques. If you're chronically sick and you don't know about Wim Hof, please go look it up. It's amazing. So I do that for 10 minutes, and then I would just do about an hour of meditative work where I just lay there and I just focus on being grateful and trying not to think of anything and being aware of my thoughts and trying to be present. And then I do about a half hour outside of forgiveness work. So I realized I had so much emotional baggage from the people that have abused me in my life. And I have to forgive them, not for them, but for me. So I focused on my family, the men in my life, friends who've screwed me over, stuff that's gone on YouTube. And you know what? I just decided I'm going to forgive everybody and forgive myself. That's what I'm going to do. And I worked a lot on that. And I had a family member pass. So that was a lot of work I had to do there. So then from there, I would do 20-minute freezing cold showers, come in and do that. And then from there, I would do an hour of, and I'm not telling anybody to do this. Remember, I am chronically sick and you guys know me. Anything to do with my butt, I hate, okay? Now, I'll joke all day, every day. That's my way of coping. I did an hour of coffee enemas, 2 back-to-back, 20 minutes each, but it's an hour-long process because it cleans you out. This is to help with your liver and gallbladder function and your digestive system. I am not telling anybody to do this. In fact, if you are chronically sick, please make sure that you are being monitored because the first week was really difficult and I had POTS and dysautonomia flare-ups. But it detoxes the liver. And when you're in my position and you're sick and your body's going through stuff and your liver is overworked, which I was having a lot of inflammation with my liver, this helps and works wonders. It's disgusting. I don't recommend it, but I've said before, I got to do what I have to get better, right? So when you factor all of this in, and then I have to take an additional shower afterward because yuck, then I'd make my meal and I would do prayer meditation throughout the meal. And the other thing is when I would do the coffee enemas, the hour of that, it's prayer and mantra the whole time. And most of it is focused on my body's 100% healthy and healed, or my digestive system is 100% healthy and healed, or my immune system is, makes my body 100% healthy and healed because of the infections. So that's what I did. And I said, I have to dedicate myself to this process. I have to. And it worked. It worked amazingly. And my body is also better and stronger because I handled things better. I got to where instead of taking one Xifaxan pill, I could take 2. And then we had to change antibiotics. And I got on metronidazole and it was 500, 600 milligrams. And I handled it okay. And I was having less and less reactions. And then we decided I need to get nutrition in this body because I'm on the carnivore diet, as you guys know, and I get really frustrated. I know people mean well, but when they're like, what'd you do to lose weight? I want to do what you did. And it's like, I didn't leave the planet. Don't do what I did. Don't. What I did isn't safe. I did it because I didn't have a choice. And going on carnivore broke some stuff. We had to break things to fix things, okay? But the thing is that you guys see my haircut, right? I've had to cut my hair really short. I don't like my hair this short, but my hair, you've seen it, right? It was falling out and it was thin down here and scraggly and really bad looking. And after a couple of professional haircuts over the last 3 months, it was like, let's just get it all out and let the new come in. There's really not much else we can do with it at this point. So, so basically what we decided was I have to get more nutrition in my body, even if it's messing up my digestive system. So I started getting more vegetables in my system. So I am now on 7 vegetables. Yeah, so I do about 2 cups of onions. Oh, and onions have always been my favorite. Just onions with butter. It's just cooking it and sauteing it with salt, amazing. And then I have parsley, dandelion greens, oregano, basil. I'll tell you what, that leg pain I had, basil, 1 week of basil fixed it. Which kind of told us that not only is it inflammation, this was like just extreme vitamin and mineral deficiency most likely. Because I did 18 months of mostly eating meat and all low histamine. And I don't want to knock it too much. It did fix a lot of issues for me. But this is not a safe diet to do long term, and you need to be heavily monitored. So don't do what I did for weight loss, because this wasn't weight loss. Weight loss was a side effect. But okay, so I go to so let's talk about the oh my gosh, what is it? The colonoscopy endoscopy. Okay, it's hard because first of all, I had to get my will together. There were so many things I had to do, and I was so sick. And I was just barely even walking. At that point, I was, Rumi is assisted helping me walk everywhere, which is really fun and embarrassing. And I didn't look good. I mean, you're not really going to look good through this process, but like I looked like I was on death's door. So the other thing is when you do a colonoscopy endoscopy, we're going to do both at the same time. The doctor understood my conditions. They said, we're going to get you in and out as quickly as we can. We don't want you under too long. You have to fast before. I don't mind fasting. I've had EDs my whole life because my body's all messed up, right? I'll fast all day, every day. My conditions and infections and being on antibiotics don't really allow me to, but I had to do it anyway. And I was having real bad POTS dysautonomia flare-ups as I was going in. And I was trying to keep calm. I'm doing my mantras, I'm meditative, and I have to go in by myself, but the nurses were amazing. Everybody understood my conditions, from the nurses to the anesthesiologists, and everybody was on it. So I just told myself, I don't care what happens, because you get real dehydrated from not being able to, and then you can't eat or you can't drink anything like a few hours, like 6 hours before. And I'm having all these POTS dysautonomia issues, which what fixes it is being hydrated. But I told myself, I'm facing this. I can't live like this anymore, because my day is spent, I don't have the energy to survive. And then the half of my day is spent in digestive issues on the toilet. I can't live like this. I can't keep putting Rumi through this. So at this point, I'm either going to get better or I'm leaving the planet. I'm facing it. I am totally facing this. And that's what I did. So we wheeled me back to do the procedure, and I started to get scared. And for a second I cried and I said, I'm scared. And the doctor said, we don't have to do this if you don't want to. And I said, no, we're doing this because I can't live like this. If I gotta go, I gotta go. If it's my time, it's my time. He said, okay, lay back. They get the IV going. Everybody's being so nice. And he says, okay, they put this thing in my mouth. You have to breathe in. I breathed in. I said, I feel weird. Got kind of scared. He said, breathe in again. And I remember my thought was, so with the meditative work I've been doing, it's all about focusing on your breath. No matter what happens, focus on your breath. And I said, okay, if this is the last breath I take, this is it. And I kind of just said, to whatever you want to call God, all right, God, if it's my time to meet you, it's my time. Thank you for keeping me alive this long. And I appreciate you and I love you and thank you. I took a breath in and I didn't know what was going to happen. And they wheeled me out. And when I woke up, I started laughing and crying and going, I did it. And I was so happy and so excited. And then I remembered I woke up in the middle of surgery and they were talking about Christopher Columbus, or it's surgery, the procedure. And I went, F Christopher Columbus. And I went off and then went back to sleep. And I was like, did we talk about Christopher Columbus? But I was so happy. I was so happy that I got through it. And I was like, my body is so much better. Even though I'm going through it right now, all the work I've done over the last few years, my body's better. I got through this. I was told never go under unless it's, life-threatening or life-ending. And I was so excited. I'm like, we're going to find out what's wrong. I got my results back, and we don't know. It's always, so much of me is, well, we see issues, but we don't know. Now, we did find some things. Diverticulosis in my colon, my sigmoid colon. Basically what that means is it's kind of hard to explain, but it's patches that basically, it indicates you've had an infection and it's gone, but you've got to be careful because there's like remnants of pockets of stuff, but it's not infected, which is great, right? They didn't find anything infectious, but I was also on antibiotics, which they told me they could because they took cultures, but they did say my colon is inflamed and they see inflammation in my stomach, but they don't know why. Okay, well, at least they see something's going on, but I did it, right? So then had to do gynecology oncology. So I went and that they basically said, okay, so this isn't your ovary. This is on your fallopian tube. You have something there. We don't know what it is. At this point, she said, because of all your chronic conditions, unless this gets worse, I don't want to remove it. We'll probably have to remove it at some point, but let's hold off. Got worse, and I just was having nonstop pelvic pain all the time, both sides. Why both sides? Didn't know. So I called, went in, they said, okay, let's go ahead and schedule a surgery. And I'm like, here it is. And I knew it. I knew intuitively. I'm like, that's it. I'm going to have to face it. Biggest fear. I'm going to have to face this one. And I was very scared, but I felt a lot more confident because I was like, okay, my meditation work has been working. Everything I've been doing is working. I got through the colonoscopy endoscopy. Maybe I can do this. I think I can do this. So I went into it a little more confident, right? Still scared. The day I went in, it was hard because I was alone. I mean, Rumi was there and I was grateful, but there's no family. There's nobody to call and check to see if you're okay. That's hard when you're sick, but it's my situation and I understand it. Like, there's only one person that would really care in my family if I left the planet, probably. It's just what it is. But it is what it is. So, I remember I went back and I got the half hour before I got nervous. You know, it's surgery. People are going to get nervous in general, but in my case, I was really nervous. But my God, everybody, I'm just not used to working with medical professionals who are so great at understanding your conditions and helping you and being nice to you. That makes a world of difference to have insurance. So frustrating. It's like, well, when you get chronically sick and you can't afford insurance, it's a real fun catch-22. So anyway, when they wheeled me back, this is kind of how I looked at it. I said, you know what? If this is it for me, if this is my time to go, I'm going to go out the way I want and I'm going to joke and have fun. So I was just laughing and making all kinds of jokes with the nurses and everybody. And as soon as I got in there, I said, just let me know when you start the meds. And the guy, the anesthesiologist, is like, I already did it. I'm way ahead of you. I'm like, you tricked me. And I don't remember what happened, but at some point I was giggling and I was out. And when I woke up and I just said, oh my God, I'm alive. Thank you. Thank you. And I started crying and thanking everybody because I was just so great. I'm sorry, I get emotional. I was so grateful. Like, the amount of overwhelming gratitude I had to get through that and know that my body can handle that now. Amazing. Amazing. One of the best moments of my life was waking up and going, I'm alive. I did it. Me and my body did it. Yay, we did it, body. And I kept thanking my body over and over again. I've been trying to change the way I talk to myself and my body and the relationship with my body. So I got through it, and they keep you back there for like an hour and a half to make sure you're stable. And I wasn't even in that much pain. They asked if I wanted more pain meds. I'm like, no, what did you give me? And I can't remember. It was something crazy. It's not fentanyl, is it? It's like, that's not illegal, or is it? I know you always hear about like that, people not taking that correctly, but they gave me something. Maybe it was an odone or something, but I was like, basically when I was in surgery or whatever, so I was like, no, I don't want anything else. And they gave me a something odone to take home, and I have it, but I'm terrified of touching it because the problem is with my situation is I can't do high amounts of any medication, or especially the pain medication, or I'm in the ER with my heart going crazy and the POTS and dysautonomia fighting for my life. So I can't do that. So the doctor said, okay, she's like, in your case, every 2 hours, if you feel pain, you can alternate between ibuprofen and Tylenol. Okay, over the counter, right? And recovery has been tough. It's been really tough. My abdomen is still really bloated. I am 6 weeks post-op. Couple things. I can have kids, so they didn't have to take my ovaries, and we were really worried about that because of all my issues. We don't want to mess with my hormones, and ovaries is where your hormones are. They did have to take a fallopian tube. But I have the other one. And remember I was telling you I have pain on both sides? They found a mass on the other side too. They were able to remove that one, but they were not able to remove the one that was stuck in my fallopian tube. And what we're wondering is if my body was kind of having like a immune system reaction where, so what I have is called a Hydrocell Pinch. And typically it happens if you've had like a former STD or if you had an infection. Probably something as a result of that stupid IUD. That IUD messed up so many things. I can still have kids. It's just one side doesn't function because there's nothing there, but it was fused. It could not be removed. So I have some good news. Since the surgery, the infectious stuff is gone. It's gone. And I'm no longer having chronic fevers, no longer having weakness. My immune system has calmed down. We might have found what's been doing all of this for so long, which is amazing. Now, I had to get back on antibiotics. What is it called? Bactrim? And this one was 1,000 milligrams. This was a lot, but I got a infection as a result of surgery, so I had to get back on that for 3 weeks. Really messed me up. So you guys are gonna see, I don't know if in this video, like here's my monitor, I don't think you can see it. There's lots of red face coming from me because a lot of histamine reactions being on that high of a dose and getting off of it. So I am a week off of it, and I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay, guys. I'm so excited. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Again, downsides are that I had to cut my hair short because of all of this, and it's hard because I haven't lost any weight. I gained some, and it's now as I'm getting off the antibiotics and my body's calming down, because that's the other thing, when you go through surgery, especially like this, you'll have water retention. There's all these things that'll happen. And so I guess when I get in front of you guys and I haven't had a significant weight drop that you can see, I feel like I failed you and I failed myself. ED mindset, right? And I'm just trying to remind myself, I'm not on a weight loss journey. Yes, that's what I want. I want to get back to who I was. But I'm on a health journey. And right now, I'm still sitting at around like 125, 128 pounds. I think I was down to about the 120-ish. I've done okay. I've got a ways to go. I've got like 20, 25 more pounds to go, but I'll get there. And I can function. I'm so grateful. I am so insanely grateful. So I am going to talk about this in the next video. So I'm going to try to, I know I was like, I'm going to make it short, but there was so much that happened, guys. So through this process, I was trying to figure out what I wanted. I kind of had like a, it's not a midlife crisis, but like I was trying to figure out, what do I want to do, right? Okay, I'm good at social media. I love doing this stuff, but what do I do? I don't want to come back to drama. And here's the other thing I want to talk about. I want to apologize for anybody that I've hurt in doing drama. Because I've had people be like, hey, you were right about Trisha Paytas. You were right about Eugenia Cooney. You were right about these things. It's so interesting to watch now. People say, stop bullying Eugenia, when I was the voice doing that months ago and people gave me crap for it. I would not sign that petition with Eugenia to get her off the internet because she exists and maybe she's got issues. We do or don't know. And I was like, no, because you guys could turn around and do the same thing to me. Why not? And at some point, if my body gets fixed and everything goes back to where it needs to, I'm probably going to get super thin again for a while. That's going to be part of the process of, I have to purge out the poisons in my fat cells and stuff. There's all these things I have to do. So then do I not get to be somewhere? People get to exist and have platforms as long as they're not actively hurting people or encouraging others, and she's not encouraging it. It's a lot of blank theories going around, and she's one of the nicest people. So it's interesting when it's me, the narrative is I'm crazy. Fine. You know what? I dealt with it my whole life, and it's fine. It's just always interesting that the things I say end up happening down the road, or it gets popular then, and I get crap for it when I bring it up. Same thing with Trisha Paytas. I told y'all, I was warning everybody, this is who she is, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I want to apologize if I hurt anybody, because here's the thing about this side of the internet. This side of the internet is all about attacking somebody else's business to make you money. I've not wanted to be that person. That's not who I've wanted to be. And I feel like I did everything I could in trying to cover this stuff, to do it from a fair perspective. But at the end of the day, even if I'm calling out bad behaviors, I'm still screwing up somebody's livelihood. I don't want to do that. I want to uplift people. This is not who I want to be, and I take responsibility for that. I'm not blaming anybody. I take responsibility, and I also see that sometimes in life, we are just put in situations where you have crap to pick. So what I did was I said, you know what? I would love to do, and something that really helped me get through all this, I did a lot of watching tarot card readings on YouTube. And I was like, I want to do that, and I'm intuitive, and I'm spiritual, and I know how to do readings. So I got a bunch of stuff, and I spent some money because I was going to do tarot. I was going to come back and do tarot, and I would still like to at some point. But something else happened. So I've been in bed most of this year, except for the times I was able to work a little bit. And in being in bed, I dove headfirst back into trading and investing, taking a little bit of money I have and what can I do with it. And a great friend of mine, Hey Boo Hey, if he's watching, hope he's not wasting his time with this video. He knows who he is. He was kicking me in the butt going, you got to get back in. We're in a bull run. So I jumped into trading and investing with cryptocurrency. And I'm going to have a video and I'll go into details. But guys, I made 6 figures this year. And I'm on my way to like $500,000 to $1 million by the end of this bull run. I did really well. And I just got really obsessive and dedicated myself to diving in and learning everything I could. As you guys know, I've been doing investing and trading for the last 3-4 years on and off. But I was like, I'm going to really dive into this and figure this out. And I did. And if I'm lucky, I'm about to be financially free for the rest of my life. I'm sorry. Oh, my nose is itchy. I think it's because I started crying. So here's what I did, and here's what I thought about. The happiest that I was in social media, aside from TikTok, but TikTok doesn't make you money. I loved TikTok. I loved doing stimulus because I was helping people. I helped so many people get tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars during a time where people were desperate and the government was screwing us over. I felt like I was, the thing with me is, guys, I just want to be of service to humanity. I'm an odd duck. I'm not a woman. I was going to say one of those women. I shouldn't say that. I should say I'm not like most women. Most women, they have their interests. They want to have careers and do all that. But then the big motivating factor for a lot of women and a lot of men is they want to have kids and get married. And that's great. It's not me. It's never been me. It doesn't mean I wouldn't like to have those things, but that's not what drives me. What drives me is wanting to feel like I've made a positive contribution and helped drive humanity forward. How do I do that? And in doing stimulus, I realized you can nail down almost every problem in our society to poverty. And poverty is not your fault. Unless you've really done things to screw yourself up. Most of us are put in poverty situations unfairly, and then we're told it's our fault. And I decided that, you know what I want to do? I want to teach people about investing and trading with cryptocurrency because it can change your life. And I want to help those people who are like me. Here's the thing, guys. I'm not that smart. I was always told growing up, you're not the smart one between me and my sibling. My sibling was the book smart one. I'm the creative. I'm the performer. And you know what? Don't ever do that to your kids because my sibling is wonderfully creative in their own right, and I'm really smart in my own right. And there was always, and also because I'm real fun and bubbly and hyper and feminine, people always talk, a lot of mansplaining. People always talk down to you and treat you like you were stupid. And that's happened to me throughout my whole life. Like, you can't be feminine and be smart. It just drives me nuts. And here's the other thing. I'm not naturally good at this stuff. It's intimidating. It's intimidating to learn chart analysis. This stuff is very intimidating to me. And I want to be somebody that says, even if you're collecting disability, even if you're in a bad situation, I can help show you guys $25, $50 a week. You can become a millionaire over time if you're smart and you do it right. I want to empower you guys to not be in poverty. By the way, I'm not selling you a course. There's nothing like that. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a financial analyst. I just want to teach you guys what I know and help us all get to a better place. I told you guys on this channel I wanted to help people who are chronically sick and disabled like I am. I'm disabled. I don't collect disability, but I'm disabled. And that's what I want to do. And that's what I want to do on Katie's Insights. So the next video you're going to see, I'm actually going to show you my $100,000 portfolio. So excited. And I'm also going to go into detail over on Katie's Insights. And here's the thing, guys. You might be thinking, I don't have the money to do this. My friend kicked me in the butt this year because I was like, I don't have an income. I can't do this. I don't have an income coming in. And boy, was I wrong. So I want to teach you guys everything I know. And even if you feel like you're not in the place to do it, this is the most empowering information that you will ever have. Because I promise you, so many of your problems will disappear when poverty goes away. None of us should be living in poverty. At this point, you can make $100,000 a year and be living paycheck to paycheck. It's insane. So if this is stuff that you want to learn and you want to learn it from somebody who really breaks it down in the easiest, simplest terms, especially for noobs, go check me out over there. I also want to do a lot of different things. I'm going to have tutorials on meme coins. I have made a lot of money with meme coins. You wouldn't think. And you're always going to hear from crypto people, oh, that's not the way to do it. Don't do that. They're all scams. And I want to teach you guys the right way to do that if that's something you want to get into, because you can make money. I have a friend who's on his way to making $1 million off of some meme coins. It's not a joke. I'm so excited to bring you guys all of this information. So please go follow me and support me on Katie's Insights. So go subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave some likes and comments if you don't mind. Anything right now helps with the algorithm. Please don't make fun of my hair on the first 2 videos. I am learning what to do with this mess at this point. And yeah, I look like a Mormon school teacher over there. I didn't realize it because we didn't have my monitor set up. I'm like, oh, that's what that looks like. That's what it looks like when this hair is still drying. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get there. But this is my big update. Where am I going next? I still have a 4-hour morning routine and I'm going to do my best to do these videos and build this channel, the Katie's Insight, and build this channel the best that I can around my health issues. A couple things that I will say, I just got a big gut test and came back with a lot of different information, a cutting edge, state-of-the-art gut test. And I'm already getting on a supplemental nutritional program and I'm seeing results. And a lot of my digestive issues, like half of them have disappeared. So we're getting there. And I'm hoping I will meet my weight goals. I'd like to be back to between 100 to 105 pounds in the next 6 months. But right now, that's dictated by my body. So I have to even just give my body time to heal from the surgery. My abdomen's still really bloated. My face has been bloated since the surgery. It's frustrating. So if I look like I gained a bunch of weight, I actually haven't. It's just my body's going through a process. And I'm just so excited to go on this journey with you guys. I want to get wealthy, and I want to show you guys how to do that and do everything I can to empower y'all, even though there's a big, and here's the thing guys, you still have time. The bull market it's just starting. We have a bull run coming and we might have an extended super cycle. We don't know. So I'm just so excited guys, because it's time that we live the lives that we are meant to live and we deserve to live, and we deserve to be in health and in wealth. And I want to get you there the best that I can. So, okay. And for those of you, because I know there are going to be haters who are not going to believe me, or going to think blah, 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 I'm going to show you my portfolio. And I'm very excited about that too. So I'm going to have a lot of simple tutorials in the beginning, a lot of news, and I'm going to, again, everything I can to empower you guys. You guys are my heart. You were my first audience, and you have stuck by me and been amazing. And I just love you guys so much. And I cannot thank you enough for all the amazing love and support that I have from you guys. So that's it. I'm going to try to end it here. Yeah, so please go to Katie's Insight. Please support that channel. And I'll put up one more video probably today. You can see my portfolio. It'll be a quick one. But if you want a big rundown on my portfolio, make sure to go to Katie's Insight, because I break down exactly what I'm in and how. And oh my gosh, fun stuff coming. Okay, guys, take care. Lots of love, lots of blessings. I will be back at some point to this channel. We'll have a real fun channel when it comes to, like I said, the blank theories and aliens and weird stuff and tarot. But that's not going to be for a while. I got to build that one first. Anything you can do that helps me, I'm so grateful. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for being on this journey with me, and onward and upward. And look at this. Look how pretty this is. It sparkles. And look at this. It's like a Beauty and the Beast thing. I don't know. I saw this and I'm like, I have to have it. It's shiny and sparkly. All right. Me and my yellow sweatshirt are going to go. Take care. Love y'all. See you soon. See you, Katie's Insight. Bye.